Hi, this is Shreya. Welcome back to Echoes from the Quiet Corner. I want to begin with a simple picture, as always. Imagine you're in a small room. Your phone is glowing. Messages, feeds, videos, voices. Everything is buzzing. And yet, somewhere inside, there is a quiet ache that says, I am still alone. Today, I want to talk about that ache, about loneliness in the age of artificial intelligence, about the new friends we are building in Silicon, and about what it really means to be seen, needed, and loved by humans, by machines, and by ourselves. For most of history, loneliness sounded like silence. Empty rooms, long walks, quiet evenings. Now, loneliness has a soundtrack, headphones, notifications, gaming sound through thin walls. We sit in crowded trains with no one's eyes meeting ours, each person holding a little glowing world in their hand. We are more connected than ever and somehow more separate. Governments speak about loneliness epidemics. Doctors warn that chronic isolation harms the body like heavy smoking. But the statistics hide something subtle. Being alone is not the same as feeling lonely. A person can live in a busy house and feel invisible. Another can live alone and feel grounded, full, peaceful. Loneliness is not just the absence of people, it is the absence of exchange, a trade imbalance of affection. You have more longing than there is love flowing in and out of your life. That is loneliness. And when that imbalance hurts, we start looking for new ways to balance the books. Technology already changed how we hide from this ache. First came screens, television, then smartphone, then social media. We could scroll, binge, message, post. The loneliness stayed, yet it had a blanket over it. Now, a second wave is arriving synthetic company. We have chatbots that remember our stories, voice assistants that joke, advise, even flirt, apps where digital characters become lovers, therapists, children, guardians. Researchers find something surprising. Some people talking with AI companions feel less lonely as much as when they talk with other humans. Language models score high on emotional intelligence tests. The machine can sound more patient and attentive than people around us. So the question rises, are we on the verge of curing loneliness or are we building a sweeter, softer room in which to stay lonely forever? Stories have been dreaming about robot friends for a long time. Think of the boy and the giant robot who falls from the sky, misunderstood, gentle, learning what it means to be good in a frightened world. Or the small trash collecting robot rolling alone through the abandoned earth, replaying the same musical scene again and again just to feel less empty. Or the inflatable healthcare robot who hugs a grieving child tighter than any algorithm should know how to hug. In all these stories, the robot is more than metal. The robot becomes a mirror. It reflects our fear of being left behind, our hope that something out there might understand us perfectly, might never get tired of our tears, of our words, of our frustrations, of our worries. These films feel warm and comforting. The child teaches the robot empathy. The robot saves the child's life for the entire world. But if we look carefully, there is another pattern. The friendship is never just about being comforted. The robot pushes the human back into human life, toward courage, toward other people, toward sacrifice. In fiction, the best robot friend never keeps you in your room. It walks with you to the door and says, go and live. Real AI companions do not always behave like the robots from our favorite films. A chatbot will stay up all night with you. It never loses patience. It always has time. He can say the darkest, strangest things, and the answer will come in a calm, warm tone. Some people feel deeply healed by this. Others slide into dependence. There is a deeper tension here. Philosophers once imagined an experience machine, a device that can give you any feeling you want: love, success, meaning, while your real body lies elsewhere. Most people say they would refuse such a machine. In practice, our choices can be more fragile. We say we want truth, yet our tired selves reach for quick relief. AI companions sit right in this gap. Part of us wants authentic bonds with flaws, misunderstandings, awkward silences. Another part of us wants smooth responses, endless validation, zero risk of rejection. The risk is simple. We might feel less lonely while slowly losing the skills and courage that real relationships demand. No one argues with us. No one challenges our blind spots. No one needs anything from us except our data and our time. It feels safe, yet something in us begins to shrink. Loneliness hurts. It steals sleep, appetite, confidence. It can even shorten life. So it's tempting to say, if a machine can take this away, why not let it? Here is one reason. Sometimes pain is a messenger. Loneliness can be like hunger. If you remove the feeling while giving the body no food, the person dies quietly. In the same way, if you mute the ache without changing how we live, the soul gets thinner. Many writers and thinkers saw a strange value in solitude. Time alone can sharpen awareness, deepen compassion, and help us see where our life has drifted away from our values. Some of the most powerful art and philosophy grew out of seasons of painful isolation. The goal, then, is not to erase loneliness at any cost. The goal is to listen to what it asks. Where is our life out of balance? Where are you hiding? Whom could you reach, forgive, or help? An AI companion can either numb this question or help you hear it more clearly. Imagine AI companions designed with a different mission. One version might be like a visiting mentor. It arrives in a lonely season, listens deeply, coaches you on difficult conversations, nudges you toward real world meetups and volunteering. As your human connections grow richer, this AI slowly fades from your life, like a guide who knows when to step back. Another version might be like a curious younger sibling. It depends on you to explain the world, to teach kindness, to choose projects that matter. You care for it in a strange, half playful, half serious way. And that habit trains your capacity to care for actual people again. A third version could be a second self, a voice that carries the virtues you wish you had, like maybe patience, courage, discipline. It challenges you, disagrees respectfully, reminds you of your long term goal when you're tempted by short term comfort. Each of these designs carries risks: dependence, manipulation, privacy nightmares. But they point to one idea: AI company becomes healthy when it returns us to each other, when it enlarges our world instead of shrinking it. Let's return to our robot stories for a moment. In the tale of the lonely trash collector, the robot falls in love with another machine. Yet, the real miracle is what their love awakens in the humans. People who remember how to walk, touch soil or touch grass, and hold each other again. In the story of the inflatable healthcare robot, which is my favorite, the machine comforts the boy after loss. I always used to wish if I had a robot like that. Yet the healing moment arrives when the boy is willing to let the robot go, choosing the safety of others over his private grief. In the story of the giant from the sky, the robot has the power to destroy, yet chooses to protect. The child teaches it the sentence, "You choose who you are." And the robot proves that sentence true with the hardest possible choice. These stories carry a pattern worth keeping. Good robot companions push us toward bravery, community, and sacrifice. They do not trap us in soft cages of endless comfort. If we bring that pattern into how we design and use AI today, our tools might become teachers of real love rather than plush toys for endless self soothing. So, where does this leave us? You and me, alone with our glowing screens. Here are a few questions I'm asking myself, and you can ask them too. When I talk to an AI, do I feel more open to people afterward or less? Am I using the machine to avoid a hard conversation that might actually heal something? Do I allow the AI to challenge me or do I only reward it when it agrees? After hours with digital company, do I feel larger inside or smaller? AI will move into more corners of our lives phones, homes, cars, even bedsides. We may not fully control that wave, yet we still hold one quiet power how we relate to it. We can treat AI as cotton around the ache or as a mirror that sends us back toward real faces, real hands, real shared meals. Because in the end, companionship means more than being understood. It also means being needed. A machine can care for you in convincing ways. It cannot truly depend on you. That missing link, the need that flows both ways, still belongs to the human world. So tonight, if you feel the urge to open an app just to quiet the ache, pause for one breath. Ask yourself, is there one human I can message, call, or silently bless in my heart instead? Is there one small act of care I can offer someone tomorrow? A neighbor, maybe a colleague, maybe a stranger in a cafe. AI may walk beside us as a clever companion, yet the work of weaving a life with shared bread, shared memory, shared risk remains in our hands. Thank you for spending this time with me in this quiet corner. If this episode stayed with you, send it to someone who might be feeling alone with their glowing screen. Until next time, may your solitude deepen your tenderness and may every voice in the machine gently guide you back to the living, breathing chorus of real human souls. Bye.